Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to the Wheel of Mysteries. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, and smash the subscribe button. Hit the post notification bell. I'm Sean Blommer. Let's go around the table and introduce ourselves.
I'm Calvin Stidham.
I'm Chelsea Bowen.
I'm Abdullah Sabana.
I'm Sean Smith.
I'm Thomas Stidham.
Now guys, let's see what's popping on the Wheel of Mysteries today. We're going to spin that wheel and get our topic. You guys don't like my sound effects?
That was the DJ.
Fucking wow. Ooh, classic video games. That's cool. So, games you played in your childhood,
And
maybe
consoles.
game console.
and
It could be a mobile game. Maybe the first game you played in little was Clash of Clans. I don't know. This is a judge-free zone here. Even if you play Clash Royale, I won't make fun of you. You know, I might tease you, but nobody's gonna make fun of you here. Okay? It's
I used to play the snake game on my BlackBerry.
Ooh, the snake
There you
game.
go.
I've seen a lot of people play that. Actually, that looks really fun. The game you gotta try to fill up the whole board, right? Did you ever do that?
Probably not.
That's okay. Reminds me of Slither.io. The best I got was 10th place, and I dropped immediately off the leaderboard again. Never did better than that again.
Yeah. But what's it called? Did anyone ever play Metal Gear Solid?
Unfortunately, when I
You-
was
Yeah. I knew. I had a feeling you'd play it. You
I've
haven't
played-
even heard of it?
I know what it is. I played
I didn't
it
hear what you
once.
said.
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid. It sounds familiar.
there's a lot of
Wow.
games I've
That's
wanted to
insane.
play, but as a kid, my mom wanted me to not be an iPad kid, so I was mostly playing outside, right? I think the first game I played was Just Dance. Now, that was a fire game. I have high scores on that game from when I was 8 years old that I still can't beat now, which is
my God.
crazy if you think about it. What does the fox say, man? I was crazy at that. I went crazy. You cannot beat me at that game. Then my first controller game, Terraria. Still one of the best games I've ever played to this day.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I would like to play Tasmanian Devil again, if I could get my hands on that game.
You mean? Wait.
Tasmanian Devil,
Tasmanian Devil.
like I said, there's a lot of games I
Yeah.
want to play. Like, for example, I just want to play through like as much as I can, like the Sonic game, Mario game, Tasmanian Devil. Like, there's all these really cool ones that I want to play, but it's like, it's that kind of thing, you know, where you have more time in your childhood to play these games than you do as you get older, which is unfortunate. So many games on my list.
Wait. I might be stupid. Do you mean Crash Bandicoot, or is there a different game called Tasmanian Devil? I don't know.
No, like
Oh my. Okay, yeah. Never mind.
Actual Tasmanian
Yeah,
Devil, like
okay.
from the
I don't know why.
Looney
I just didn't think about that. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I loved that game.
I
Have you
don't-
guys ever played Super Paper Mario?
You know what's ironic is I actually got that game for like with my Nintendo Switch I got. So that was just I got this from a friend, right? And he happened to have Paper Mario on it. So I have played Paper Mario. And then, my first console was 360, but after that, when I played most of my games on the Wii.
Yeah.
One of my favorite games, Sid Meier's Pirates. That game was really fun. You probably never heard of it before. But so the premise of the game is you're a pirate in the Caribbean, right? Then you Gulf of Mexico, and you get to sail around the whole of it, and it's visit different cities. Now, either you can, I was, of course, being an 8-year-old kid, I was all into sword fighting, and so you could take your Wii remote, and you could sword fight with it with someone in the real game. And you would use different movesets by swinging your remote in different ways to fight and duel. You could even trade, so you could say you want to trade in the Caribbeans, and you could go down all the way down to wherever and just trade these resources. It was pretty cool. Of course, I didn't know how to trade it. I just sword fought a bunch of people and lost 80% of the time because I didn't know what I was doing.
One of my favorite
Okay.
games from when I was a kid is also Oregon Trail.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
played that. My sister broke her leg before she even got into the wagon. She tried stepping into the wagon, fell down, and broke her leg. So she was debuffed before we even started the journey. And then I died of dysentery, unironically.
I was in a computer class when I was in elementary school and into middle school and junior high, and they made us play Oregon Trail.
Did you know they're
And
making
I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you know they're making a
I'd say.
reboot apparently with new graphics or something like that? I heard something about that.
That's
I'm
that
not-
was cool.
Yeah, it's like so. I mean, I think that was one of the reasons why people liked it though was the retro style of the game.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that's gonna work out, but
It's
whatever.
not.
Any other classic games anybody's played? It doesn't have to be like what you consider classic. Maybe just like games you played when you were little that you remember what like have fond memories of playing.
Did anyone have that? I can't even remember what it was. I think it was a console, and the controller was a Pac-Man, and like the whole console was literally just Pac-Man, and it was like a little box, a yellow box, and the controller was just huge, like a Pac-Man. That you had to hold with like one hand, like do that. Did you ever have that?
I don't know. I don't
haven't
know.
had it,
Honestly,
but
I know what
played
you're
on it.
talking about, but
I
I've never
played
had it.
I might be wrong, but yeah.
did you play Pac-Man on it?
I mean, yeah, yeah.
Okay, just making
yeah. No, I hacked it.
Do you
Yeah.
play other games or is it just Pac-Man?
If I remember right, it was just Pac-Man. Like,
Okay.
It was
I mean,
so
that
just-
would make sense.
You just bought a
but-
console just to play Pac-Man. W.
I don't even know how I got it.
Yeah.
to be honest.
Make sure you guys comment W in the chat below.
Yeah. That'd be Pac-Man.
I know you guys have to have games. If no one, I'm disappointed no one said Minecraft yet. I think at this point Minecraft can be considered a classic. If you don't consider Minecraft a classic, maybe not like retro, but it's a classic game, and I don't think anybody can deny.
I used to
Yeah.
play it on an Xbox 360, so
You
that
did
might be the first game I
the
played.
mini games
Really?
mode.
Not
I-
newer Minecraft, but like old,
Well,
like Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 edition. That was like the best Minecraft.
I remember they had the mini games game mode, and they had the free different games you could like the Fallout game mode and like the medieval, like all these different packs you could get, and you could go around like just in these worlds. That was cool. They got a few free packs in the mini games mode.
My life were those mini games.
I sucked at them, but I loved playing them. They were fun.
Yeah.
Well, if Abdallah, if that was your life, which one were you best at? If you could say you were best at one of them.
I don't know the name of it, but it was one where it was like the Hunger Games. I can't remember what it was called.
Just like
Survival.
wasn't it like battle or survival or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
You start on a platform, and then
Or it's like the
No.
one where you go into different
Skyward Sword,
arenas and
yeah.
you have to go find the chests to get loot.
Oh yeah. That is it.
Yeah, Hunger Games, yeah.
I also like a spleef. That one's just fun to play spleef. If you don't know what spleef is, it's where in Minecraft you're on multiple layers of like a block, right? And when you mine I think it's you use either a snowball or a shovel, and you use the shovel to hit the block, and the block will fall down, right? And so your goal is to get the other people in the game to fall down all the way and fall into the lava below. So there'd be 5 layers. And your goal, like if you have snowballs instead, would be to throw them to hit the blocks, and these blocks would fall down, right? And then you try to get the players to fall through those holes by knocking out the blocks underneath them. Try to get them all the way to the
remember
bottom.
them. It was Battle, Tumble, and Glide.
Ooh, glide.
Yeah.
Which one was tumble again?
Spleef.
Oh,
Yeah.
tumble was spleef. Okay.
And then Battle was my favorite, and then Glide, it was
The Elytra.
yeah.
I'm gonna say you just fly around, yeah. Or fly down
Yeah.
a
You fly like
course.
through a course.
Yeah, yeah.
I think. Do you guys remember the world mods they had? I think my favorite one had to be the Fallout one because they had the whole unique world you could go into,
Oh,
and they
okay,
had
okay.
cool armor sets. I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys ever play Skylanders or Little Big Planet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, my
I
god.
love
Skylanders. I've played. I actually have all the original games on Wii, and then I have the Trap Team or whatever it's called. I have that too.
I had-
Speaking of, go ahead.
Okay, my bad. I had every single Skylander game.
Yeah, yeah. Jeez, yeah. Dang.
Yeah, I have a whole. I still have my buckets of Skylanders upstairs in my game room. I still have all the Skylanders there. I never got rid of them. I bet you could go in there and still be all sorts of levels and stuff like that on it. It would be such a throwback to go play that Skylander game again. I should do that this summer. Just check them out, open up the game and check out all these Skylanders again. Good,
Yeah.
the good old days.
Speaking of the Wii, I may not be able to bowl a 300 in normal bowling, but in Wii, I can.
Oh yeah,
Fair
you
enough.
got the bowling, the Wii Sports, man.
tennis.
I loved Wii
Yeah.
Sports. I actually have a really sad story. So on my,
Say that.
we are like a TV setup, right? Our TV was inside this. I forgot what you call it, but it's like a stand, right? It looked like a cabinet, and the doors would close around the TV, right? And Wii Sports was my favorite game at the time. Me and my sister would play the heck out of that game, and we left the disc out like ejected. So it's still in the Wii, but it was ejected, right? And so not realizing that the disc was ejected, we like closed the doors, right? So we like closed them and like slammed them, and it broke the disc. Half of the part of the
Jeez.
disc like got back into the Wii, and the other half was just on the floor. It completely broke. The disc broke, and my heart broke with it.
Dang, that's sad.
It was very sad. It was a traumatic experience for me.
Okay, well, I guess we can spin the wheel if that one's ready.
Yeah, no. Apparently, no one else has any classic games. You know, Thomas has never played any classic games in his life. Apparently,
Nope.
Okay.
Thomas is a Gen A.
he's a Gen A. He plays at Roblox. Life is Roblox. You gotta spin that wheel. Wicka wow.
Yep.
Don't make fun of me, Calvin.
Hey, what?
I hear you. I see you laughing at me.
No. Hey, what?
How many days without taking a shower? Okay, who's exposing
Hey,
themselves
Thomas,
here?
You better start counting on your fingers.
Unironically, I think the one I'm willing to admit is Boy Scouts. So as a Boy Scout when I was little, right? One of the two things I didn't like, the new Scouts don't like to do at summer camp, which is a week long, right? Is use the bathroom and taking a shower because there's a lot of bugs in there, right? And I don't think I took a shower that whole week. Like I think it was like 8 days, 8 or 9 days. I didn't take a shower once.
Oh.
That was my first summer
Okay.
camp though. So in all honesty, I was like 11 years old, and the showers can get a lot of bugs in there. It's like it's you like nowadays you just wear sandals or like flip flops and you rinse it out first, and I'm fine. But as an 11-year-old, I didn't do it. So that's the longest one I'm willing to admit.
Wait, what? Okay, fair enough.
And I was like 8. I mean, when I had to take a shower, I would like wet my hair and put a towel on. So I didn't have to.
Pretend like you had- like get your hair wet in the sink or something like that, and
What?
pretend you took a shower.
All of these.
Are you just learning this?
For like 2
yeah, I
weeks straight, I didn't take a shower.
What?
I may or may not have also done it in my lifetime, but I will not say whether I have or haven't. That is confidential information because I will say
Yes, you did.
my grandparents and my parents do listen to this for the views, right? But I won't say whether I have or haven't, but I might have.
Fair enough.
I've probably gone like 3 days, but it was only because of like a surgery or something, and I wasn't ready or whatever.
That's cap.
I
way.
know, Sean Abdallah. I know you guys have had a period where you haven't showered. I mean, I just looking. You guys look like gamers. You know, like you guys have just like the
Okay,
gamer
yes.
gunk in between your toes or
I don't
whatever.
think I've ever gamed that much to where I don't want to take a shower for
Yeah.
games.
How many
Like,
days
that's-
did you have in Fortnite again?
I think he's got like 3 months in Fortnite or something like that, like 3,000 hours. What is that? What you
No,
said?
I have a year.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What?
Sean, don't you?
A year on Fortnite.
Yeah.
Please tell me at some point you left it AFK or something like that on like creative to grind XP.
No.
That is diabolical, bro. How many summers do you think you've just spent playing Fortnite all the time?
Okay.
I want to see bro's game
I
stats. I want to know how many
can't
games
count.
he's played versus how many victory royales he's gotten.
Calvin, what about you?
I don't know, cause I feel like, especially when I was younger, if we were like, okay, this whole week's gonna be like dedicated to like cleaning outside only, and like every day, like you don't get that dirty, but I'm just like, I don't take a shower, cause I'm gonna have to like leave right after anyway, and then kind of like a week or something, or like almost a week, like 5 days or something. But yeah,
Wow.
something crazy. And that's what I said. You said 3 days. There's no way in your whole life.
Yes, I was taught you take a shower every single night. I don't skip
Exactly.
showers
I feel-
unless I absolutely
exactly.
have
I mean,
to.
yeah, I feel like every 2 days isn't bad. Yeah,
No, like if you
yeah.
go camping or something,
Oh.
like I still take showers when I go
Oh, yeah.
camping. I don't even do like the baby wipe showers. Like I go to the shower. and I
I'm gonna
take
be
showers.
honest with me. I'm
Absolutely.
honestly just a really forgetful person. So maybe sometimes I'll go like 2, maybe 3 days without. For just not because I don't want to, just because I forget. Because I'm just a very forgetful person. Like you'll be surprised how much I just forget stuff. Like I actually almost I forgot I put the check from my job in my mom's like wallet, right, to check it in, and I thought I lost my like check from like my like month work, and I thought I lost my check, and I was not happy, but I remembered that I actually put it up.
Wait. Sorry, what was the? Never mind.
We are talking about showers, but
I think-
You know.
Forgetfulness
Sorry,
of
I was-
taking a
Yeah.
shower.
I took one
okay,
this
okay.
morning though. I took one this morning.
Me too.
So
That's
not,
why my
not
hair's
stinky.
wet. It's drying.
Everyone
Hey,
get down.
I actually have. So I have a little bit of a different side to this. I've actually gone like maybe a week and a half to 2 weeks without washing my hair,
That's fair. Although
just
I know
because I get so busy and just pull it back and don't worry about it or
I
something.
know a
Mine's a
lot
girl
of people
thing,
with
man.
different
As
kinds
long
of
as your
hair.
body
Like
thing.
if you have curly hair, like my little
Yeah,
brother,
fair, yeah.
you can't shower it, like wash it too often because it messes it up.
Yeah,
But
because it can dry it out really bad. That's part of it too.
yeah, he likes to use the excuse though. I can't wash my hair to not take a shower, right? Because I don't know something about he really dislikes the feeling of taking a shower, just like those the water going over his body. He just hates it. It's like he doesn't like to take showers, and so he uses that excuse. And we're like, you can clean your body without washing your hair. Mind's blown.
Or you could wet your hair without washing your body, Thomas.
Smart.
Just get shower caps.
What about you,
Oh, yeah,
Abdallah?
That's true, actually.
4 days probably.
Without a shower? Wow.
Why?
Was it recently?
No.
Why? I have a question. Were you
I was
just gaming or
curious.
did you forget?
I have no idea because in the past 6 years I've taken like a shower every once or every 2 days.
You were
Yeah,
were you a
yeah.
you were a stinky boy back then?
No.
Well, I
I would say it's smart.
would have to say that every time I come in here and I see you guys, all of you guys look really clean. So good job
Every
taking
time I,
showers.
Yeah, I know. That's just me. I'm just the clean guy, you know. I'm just him.
Every time I go somewhere I put on cologne.
Cologne. I was like deodorant, yeah, everywhere, but
Yeah,
cologne
deodorant.
everywhere. I mean, hey, you do you.
I don't have
It's
enough
not
for that.
specifically
would
like
say, yeah.
cologne, but like just a fragrance.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair enough.
I have one of those too. I don't think I actually have like real cologne, but like I have something that I use. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not so strong though that you know the kind you have to spray in the air and then walk through. Mine's just you just spray it like directly on and like a little bit on, so it's not too strong, but then you don't smell stinky. We don't like stinky boys here.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. On that note.
Stinky boys get no I don't know. They get nothing.
Okay. Fair enough.
We'll take that. We'll spin that wheel. That's my sound effect of the
Okay.
this wheel spinning, you know, the little pointer hitting the knobs.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ooh, brother. April Fool's pranks. Now, I
Oh.
I unironically did this at the last April Fool, like just a little bit ago. So I have my cousin I'm like really close to that we play a lot of video games with, right? Like we love playing video games with each other, and I was at my martial arts gym working, and in between classes I messaged him saying, "Oh, I can get on." And he was so excited. He's like, "Let's go." And I'm like, "April Fools, I'm actually at work right now." And he was not happy. He was livid. I mean, he like I didn't get I saw he read my message and he didn't message me after that. And he said notifications have been turned off. He was not happy at all.
I don't really do April Fools, but I think the worst I ever did was. It sounds horrible because both my parents are blind. This is when my siblings were really young. I told them that, or I told my dad. I told my mom that I would tell my dad this because my dad he doesn't really have a short temper, but he just kind of gets really angry sometimes. For that, I told him that my little sister drew all over the wall, and he got so mad.
Oh,
That is
God.
so mad.
But he wasn't mad that he was upset about the fact
Yeah,
that
he
your
was,
sister drew on
yes.
the wall supposedly.
Yeah.
But he wasn't mad that you joked with him. But like, because you could have joked with him
No,
about
he laughed
anything
it off
else.
after,
Okay.
yeah.
He was probably thankful she didn't actually write on the wall, is
No.
what it was.
They're just drawing all over the walls.
Oh.
But once my younger sister turns like 10, we're gonna repaint the house.
Okay.
Oh,
fair
so they just don't know they're just drawing on the wall?
No, they know.
Oh, I was like,
They-
you guys have just been-
Somebody told
you guys
on
have just been
them.
gaslighting them for the past 4 years.
Abdallah.
Yeah, I mean, Abdallah's just been gaslighting them for the past 4 years. There's
he
no
did.
drawing. What do you mean? There's no drawings on the wall. The paint's just flaking.
that'll
We need
be-
to repaint.
Abdallah's fighting for that favorite kid position.
He's like, hey guys, the paint's just flaking. We just need to repaint it. There's nothing weird going on at the wall. It's not like there's drawings on the wall. We just need to repaint it because the paint's getting old.
Our house actually came with ancient symbols on the walls.
What? Was it in a Minecraft enchanting table?
Sure.
And you're just gonna paint right over it?
There's actually, you can unironically take classes to learn how to read Minecraft enchanting table.
Wait, you don't do
I once
that?
gaslit my parents into thinking the dog died on April Fool's.
That's
That
Fun.
that's not even an April Fool's joke. That's just diabolical.
That's messed up.
Guys,
Which
April
one?
Fool's pranks are.
Bro, that's the kind of deed that thinks you sent to hell, bro. Like, you thinking your dogs died is
But she was like
insane.
9 or 10 when I did it, so it was really.
Bro.
Gee, that is messed up.
Ooh, you know what my favorite harmless prank is though? You get your hand wet, you walk up to someone who's not looking at you, and you flick water at them and go achoo, and pretend like
Oh
you
yeah, I've
sneezed
done
on
that.
them.
I do that to my kids.
Or you get those like
Although
shocking bubble
unironically-
gums and get someone
Oh,
to
yeah.
pull it and they go
Yeah.
ah.
Oh, I've got that. My kids try to get me to pull that bubblegum every day almost, it seems like. I'm like, dude, I know that it's going to shock me.
Although what's funny is when I do it, I have a really runny nose almost all the time, right? So like I pretty much have 24/7 allergies, and so my parents don't know that it's me not actually sneezing on them. So I did that one time, and they're like, "That's nasty," and I'm like, "It's just water. See, look," and they're like,
I still don't believe you.
"Don't do that to me again." Yeah, I have not indeed done that again. That was a mistake that I learned from. Now,
Fair enough.
Thomas, you look like the kind of kid who would do April Fool's pranks. You have to tell me what kind of pranks you've done.
My sister loves Nutella. She makes these like sandwiches
Uh-oh.
with like a bunch of Nutella on them.
Okay, where's this
And
going?
I've been planning for years how to get my revenge. Well, not revenge, but April Fool's pranks.
Revenge for you not getting Nutella sandwiches? You're like, all those years I haven't been getting Nutella sandwiches. My villain arc is coming. I have to get back. I have to make her suffer for not giving me a sandwich. So what's your get back?
I've been trying to buy Vegemite online, and it looks kind of like Nutella. So I'm planning on making her a sandwich with a bunch of Vegemite on it, and as soon as she takes a bite,
That's crazy.
Calvin, watch out.
Wait, what's
Hey, what?
Vegemite
Watch
again?
out.
it's like
Is that Australian?
it's
Yeah.
a really
Australian,
salty
yeah.
Australian like spread, and like no one likes it.
I
Well,
wasn't on
not
April
nobody.
Fool's, but my sister loves sushi, right? And so I took the avocado out of her sushi roll and replaced it with wasabi, and told her she had to like. Mom was like, "Okay, you have to eat something for lunch, right?" So I gave her the roll, and it was like a good like. I'm thinking of like a
Wait, did
relation.
you
I think
replace
it was
it-
like a good like
took it
nickel-sized amount of wasabi in it too. And just so you know, she's extremely sensitive to spicy food, and
wait,
she hates any spice.
Did you take out all the avocado and put?
Yes, I took out all the avocado and replaced all of it with wasabi.
I kind of want sushi now.
And
Too.
just so you know, she doesn't like spicy food to the point where she doesn't like Cajun powder, like, cause she thinks that's too spicy. And so I gave her this big like tip of like end of your thumb sized amount of wasabi, and she hated it. She took one bite and she was running to the bathroom, kitchen to get milk. It was funny. I still don't regret doing it to this day.
It's like a
'Cause she's fine.
burger.
What did you do with the avocado afterwards?
I ate it.
This is a random. Okay.
Well, that's good. You didn't throw it away because avocado's really
This
good.
wasn't an April Fool's thing, but the other day I was eating a salad. I put ranch on it. I just grabbed a random ranch because like it's just normal ranch.
Uh-oh.
Blue cheese.
I start eating it and it was pickle flavored ranch.
Oh, that's yummy.
What?
No, it tasted like wasabi though. It
That's
was not yummy.
nasty.
What?
I've never
Was
had
it
pickle flavored
spoiled?
ranch. I didn't even know they made that.
That's gross. That's
I was like,
nasty.
One time my so on April Fool's, one time my kids wanted to mess with their dad, and they had this idea that they were gonna take a chocolate bar and they were gonna melt it, and they smeared it all over the toilet. And so my husband like came home, was like going to the bathroom, walked in, and like it was all over the toilet, and he like knew because nobody's gonna have that all over the toilet seat like that. But anyway,
Unironically, I have seen a public
really
restroom that
happened.
looked like that. Like I walked in and the toilet was actually smeared like that. Okay, I probably shouldn't bring that up.
No,
Actually,
that's
yeah,
part
my
of the
fault.
story,
My fault.
okay.
Pretend I didn't say that. But I think the
Should've
most
done that last
diabolical
week.
prank I've
Yeah.
ever had to
Should've done it
experience.
last week when we did the worst bathrooms.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot about that one. But
What?
The most diabolical prank I've ever experienced was on Easter. My mom, we were getting our Easter eggs right, and we opened it up. You know those little tiny egg chocolates that are about, I don't know, about an inch big. She unwrapped them all, and replaced them with grapes. Every single one. I opened it up, and okay, I was like 10 years old, by the way. So I was looking forward to my chocolate, and I got grapes. And that was the majority of the chocolate. There was some like jelly beans and stuff, and so all my chocolate was grapes. I was livid. I don't think I didn't eat a single grape. I was so mad. But being a good mom, she had the chocolate left. Like, still, she still had the chocolate, but I still got to eat chocolate, but I was so angry.
That's not as bad as someone covering Brussels sprouts in chocolate.
Ew.
Ooh. Not
Brussels
bad.
sprouts are good.
Yeah, I would say
I like them.
Yeah, maybe
but
with
covered in
chocolate,
Brussels sprouts, cooked a certain way are good, but I don't think I eat them chocolate. It's like, have you ever gone to this Texas State Fair? They fry everything.
Yeah.
One year, the winner of fried food was fried salad.
Ew. That,
Like,
This is
isn't the whole point of eating salad is it's healthy? Like, if it wasn't healthy anymore, I'm just gonna get like a corn dog or something. Why would I eat fried salad?
This is kind of off topic. But have you guys ever had like chocolate covered chips?
I actually haven't.
Yes.
Bro,
No?
they're so good. Like
that does sound
like
interesting.
just normal potato chips, normal
Right.
salted potato chips. They're very good.
Like Doritos or just like normal potato
no,
chips?
just normal salted potato chips.
Okay.
Those sound like good.
And then you just drizzle some chocolate on them. It's very good.
That does sound good. Pranks. I'm honestly all out of pranks. That's about all the pranks I can think of right now. We're not really exactly pranking people. I mean, my mom likes to pop those poppers around randomly on random occasions. You know, the confetti poppers.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think that's about it for pranks from my side of the family.
This is it's not my story, but I'll tell it real quick so we can get on to the next one. I was like 8. I wasn't even old enough to even comprehend pranks, but my older brother and sister that were like 14 and 16, I don't know how old they were exactly. They took what is the firework called?
Firecrackers?
Yeah, I'll say that. It wasn't the exact one, but yeah. And they got a whole like the giant bags of them, they're all like set together.
Oh, I
Oh,
know
the
what you're
pop
talking
it.
little
about.
The pop-
yeah.
popper
Yeah.
thingies.
No, the big ones like light them and they.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Firecrackers.
Yeah, I guess yeah. I forgot where they put them, but they put it, like in a box or something, and they lit it and
Oh my
put it next
God.
to my mom when she was sleeping,
Oh.
and it just started it exploded. And I'm not sure if you do know what I'm talking about. The giant pack of like 200,
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
and it just like kept
Oh,
going off,
jeez.
and she was just
Don't they
right
come like
there.
on a string?
Yeah, they
like
do.
a long
So you light one, they all go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't they like
Yeah, those
move
are
around too while they
firecrackers.
pop? Like, how do they know it was gonna like just pop and jump up into the bed with her and just like?
Because
Would
they
that
put
be
a box
dangerous?
over
Yeah,
it, so
it was I don't know, a box jar. I don't know what that.
Okay,
is.
it's like a box. I was like, if it's one of those like just like strands of
I'm
fireworks.
pretty sure that is dangerous.
I need to know if that's
Yeah,
dangerous.
I don't know.
Yes, I know. It most
That's like
certainly
a-
is dangerous.
it's like an
Was it a
explosive.
cardboard box?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
Could've lit
I
the
was not
box
old
on
enough
fire.
to understand.
Yes.
The bomb has been
Imagine.
planted.
So what happened with your mom?
I don't know. She probably got
She woke up.
You don't know what
Yeah.
happened to your mom? Do
probably
you
ear
still-
damage or something.
We need to find out. We need to ask her.
Oscar, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think actually, I don't know if you
That's
consider
the
this a
worst part.
prank, but we used to share like an iPad as a kid. My sister had a Minecraft roller tree to build a bunch of stuff on, and I griefed it. I don't know if you consider that a prank,
it's
but
just a normal
you know the
sibling.
Minecraft books where they give you like creations to build? She built a bunch of stuff out of that, and I blew it all up with TNT. It was I kind of regret it. I was a menace as a little 10-year-old kid. I was kind of a menace when it came to Minecraft. I was if you don't understand it, in Minecraft, right, you can build a bunch of creations that take a long time to make, and griefers are when someone will take TNT and blow up all those creations for no reason other than they think it's fun. And I was a little griefer menace, so I blew up all their stuff. She wasn't. I think I made her cry. Actually, I feel bad about that.
Yeah,
But
jeez. Oh my God.
I should have just blown up like one thing or something like that.
I don't think you should have blown up anything.
In all honesty,
evil.
her secret base wasn't very good. She put it inside on a mountainside, and the whole thing was like flat. Like the whole wall was flat and had like a big corner jutting out. So like it was pretty obvious it was a secret base. Like I could find it pretty easily, but I probably shouldn't have blown something up, especially not her mansion. Maybe just like one glass sculpture.
You should
Or
just
stained glass
lace
work.
the entire mountain with like TNT.
Oh
and
my
if
god,
you,
just like, and then, like when she stand up a pressure plate, it just blows up the whole thing. That's diabolical. Just like surround her with like put a pressure plates around me and then log out. So when she logs back in, if she moves in any direction, it just blows up the whole mountain. It wasn't me. I just made another creation. I made an instant delete button.
Alright, I think we should spin the wheel.
Yeah.
Okay, you
that's
don't like
not
that prank?
topic.
We've completely veered off topic.
Yeah.
That's a prank. I pranked her by blowing up her Minecraft world.
Fair enough.
Was it on April Fool's?
No.
Okay.
So there.
Yeah, so it was just a.
No, I got bored and I blew up her world.
Fair enough.
I told you I was a menace.
Oh.
Ooh, okay, interesting topic. Martial arts. I know we have a few people in here who do martial arts. Anyone want to start off? I can start off if you want.
Go ahead.
Okay, so when I was little, I was a fat little kid, right? So my mom wanted me to do like martial arts, right, to get like me to be not so chunky, right? So I did boxing. Now, I didn't like it as a kid because I didn't like exerting myself, obviously, because I'm a fat little kid, right? And so I think back on it, it was fun. Like it wasn't. I liked it. It was fun, but it was interesting because the whole gym. I think I was the only kid there. There were a bunch of adults, but they were all really nice, honestly. Like it wasn't like the coach there was nice. They were all like really nice, but I still worked hard. But yeah, and then now, as I think around 13 or 14 years old, I started Taekwondo, and now after about 4 years, I'm a black belt. I'm a black belt instructor at my school. So that's about it for my martial arts career. And then I did tournaments. Other than that,
Nice.
That's very cool.
Oh yeah.
No, I have a long history of doing martial arts on and off. I think when I was younger, I did. It wasn't Taekwondo. It was a martial art. It was like a form of Taekwondo. I can't remember what it was called.
yeah, they have traditional and more modern. Like if you
It started with a B. I don't know what it was called, but it kind of had Taekwondo stuff in it.
Budo,
No,
What?
but
not judo.
for-
It's with a B. Budo.
for that, I did that for like a year, and then I did Taekwondo again for another year here, and then now I do judo, and I've been doing that for 2 years.
For,
And then I've been-
context, if you guys don't know what Taekwondo is, it's basically like karate, but instead of focusing on striking, its main focus is kicking.
Yeah,
That's basically
then-
the huge difference.
judo's all about grappling, getting your
Yeah.
opponent to move, and
I think judo's about takedowns,
Yeah.
right? Like from standing, getting your opponent on the ground really fast. Jiu-jitsu is all about when you're already on the ground. So how to submit your opponent when you're on the ground. Like you might think it's the same, like wrestling, for example. You might think, oh, it's about the same as judo and jiu-jitsu. The difference between wrestling. So wrestling is you start on your feet. Your goal is to get your opponent on their back for a certain amount of time, right? With jiu-jitsu, you basically are starting on the ground on your knees or something like that, and what your goal is to get them into submission, so such a chokehold, maybe like an arm bar, which is when you get their arm in a certain position where it's putting enough pressure on them where they need to give up before it gets broken, right?
yeah,
And
judo has some aspects of jiu-jitsu. You can tap out your opponent.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know much about jiu-jitsu, but I think a lot of what I learned from someone was a lot of it is takedowns, like getting your opponent from their feet to the ground really fast, right?
I don't know about jiu-jitsu, but I know Brazilian jiu-jitsu. That's about takedowns.
The only thing that I have that comes even remotely close to any of this is two things. When I was a kid, I used to wrestle with my dad all the time. Even when he didn't want to, I would try to wrestle. Then he would put me in a headlock and not let me out until I would stop. And then my husband is a police officer, so I sometimes whenever he comes home, I'll be like, "All right, let's act like I'm like a really bad person that you're about to arrest," and I'll like start like acting like I'm gonna hit him or something, and then I'm like, "Just act like you're gonna arrest me," and then he like will like trip me or something and make me kind of fall down, kind of, not really, but to where I'm not gonna get hurt, and then he like tries to arrest me or whatever, I don't know, Me and my kids do it with him all the time. And
Oh, gotcha. Like
a
a little,
fun
little
thing
bit, a little
that
bit
we
of
do.
practice. I get you. I think I've been
That's as
to,
close as I've come.
yeah, I've been in
Fair
2
enough.
gyms. One was more of a for Taekwondo. There's traditional aspect because Taekwondo comes from Korea, right? And so you can get really traditional. It's where lots of bowing, lots of respect towards and then very formal and strict policies. And I changed gyms to a modern approach. Now there's still respect involved, right? But it's not as strict. Like it's less strict, and instead of just focusing on, whereas traditional had like these things called forms, where if you don't know, it's where you do moves in a specific move set in a specific way with specific technique, and they grade you on technique, not actual like fighting ability. Because if you try to do a form on someone, you're gonna get your butt kicked. It's not. It's meant to just show like your skill. But whereas I focused mostly on those, the more modern sense of Taekwondo is focusing on actually using it in combat situations. Like this new gym I'm at, when they teach us moves, they teach us how to use it in an actual combat self-defense situation to help us instead of just a form.
Mm.
Now, do you still do martial arts, Abdallah?
What? Yeah.
What do you do?
Judo.
What's it? Yeah.
Judo?
Yeah.
You like a judo master?
No, but this year I'm gonna go to 4 nationals.
Oh, nice. I did a little bit of tournaments. I think Taekwondo tournaments. I did a little bit of. I think they did state in a weird way. It's like more tournaments you go to, you could get points. So I got a few state titles, and then I got 1 district title by default because no one else participated in that event. But I left before I could finish my 2nd season, but I think I would wipe the floor with all of them. Honestly, I'm just built different like that. But all right.
Confident.
Yeah, that's a good way. That's a good spot to wrap up our episode this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys, and hope to see you next time on the Wheel of Mysteries. Let's spin into the unknown. Ka-chow!